Hi, Pinkies! So I know what you're thinking. A room heater? What is this, 1945? No, it's not 1945. I am not home right now. A month or so ago, I had been doing Heartstopper book reviews, and when I got to the fourth one, I got really choked up. There's something about that Heartstopper book that's so real and grounded, brought a lot of my past traumas back up while reading it, but recently I've been traveling for Christmas, and I thought, hey, I'm gonna be flying for 2 hours without Wi-Fi, so why not read the book again and do a review of it? So to make this one a little bit more interesting, every 3 minutes or so, I'm gonna change where I'm doing the review. So, Heartstopper Volume 4. Heartstopper Volume 4 deals with body dysmorphia and eating disorders and mental health and how to get through all of that in a relationship. Not everything is black and white, but Alice Oseman always presents a healthy way for young people reading the books to approach these situations in their own lives. Throughout the books, there's been hints that Charlie has an eating disorder, but it wasn't until this book that they finally addressed the issue. One of the things I noticed during my reread of Heartstopper Volume 4 is that Alice Oseman had planted the seeds for this much earlier in the books than I realized first. Charlie has always been depicted as someone who's smaller and wears oversized clothes to sort of compensate for that. But I never really made the connection that it's not for comfort, it's because he has body dysmorphia, which is something that connects with me on a personal level. Another major theme of the Heartstopper franchise that also makes an appearance in this book is the topic of coming out to family. The last book dealt with Charlie telling his best friend Tao about his relationship with Nick, but this book deals with Nick telling his father about his relationship with Charlie. Thus far, Nick's father has been completely non-existent in the books, except a mention or two in the France trip. So when we finally did get to see him, I had no idea what to expect. Luckily, Nick's father is nothing like Nick's brother, and he's actually very accepting, but he's also a very flawed person in that he doesn't visit, he's not involved in his children's lives, and generally he's kind of a deadbeat dad. By far, Charlie's eating disorder is one of the darkest subjects of the series so far, and it is handled with the weight that it deserves. Charlie doesn't have some big grand resolution where Nick somehow saves him from his eating disorder. Instead, he is checked into a mental hospital and slowly works through it. We end this book with a hopeful but uneasy future. Charlie is not completely cured of his eating disorder, and though Nick's father is accepting of him, the relationship between the two is still complicated. I'm interested to see where the books go after this, and I'm also very excited to announce that I am doing a review series with Otterly Plays on Twitch. We're going to be talking about the Heartstopper show, which I enjoyed so much. Working on a movie myself, some of the things that they did, I never realized that I would be taking notes and using those in my own film. So I'm very excited to do that. And anyways, thank you for listening to my review. I can't recommend the book enough. Please go check it out, and bye, thank you.